Why would you keep it? Never keep it. Don't keep it. Nope, I would have noped that thing right into some fire and burned it. It's a creepy ass story though that you guys tagged me in. Ooh.
One night when I was 12, I was asleep in my room and I had a window that overlooked the roof of the garage. Like the peak of the roof of the garage stretched out in front of my window. And one night I woke up because there was a knock on the window. In my half asleep state, I sort of thought it was a tree branch, so I decided to go back to sleep until I had this very like pit drop in your stomach moment of realizing that there are no trees around my window. It is literally just a garage roof. And I sat bolt upright in bed, but nothing was there. I did not get up to investigate it. I was not that brave. I was the kind of kid where my friend described the plot, didn't even get all the way through it, described the plot of the movie Chucky to me, and I couldn't sleep for weeks. So I just sat cowering under my blankets, sweating and crying. Eventually I fell back to sleep. I chalked it up to a bad dream. The next night there was another knock on my window. This time I looked out from the crack between where the blanket was and where my head was on the bed to look at my window. And there was a figure. Again, obviously, pit drop in my stomach. I immediately was frozen in fear. It was a humanoid shape, small, like a kid shape, just standing on the roof, kind of hunched over, looking through my window. I believed in God at the time, so I began frantically saying my prayers, trying to dispel this demon. But there was a feeling inside of me that this thing was not here to hurt me. This like preternatural sense. I don't know what it was. Fell back asleep, was like, wow, I'm having these fucking reoccurring dreams. Very, very strange. A little bit spooked out. Nothing happened for like a couple weeks. I sort of forgot about it. And then there was a night where this thing, this shadow kid person showed up again. Knock, knock, knock on the window. I looked out and it was holding, I could like see, because we had a street light right behind my window. And so I could see silhouetted this like figure holding something. And I like squinted my eyes and it looked like a little teddy bear, like a little like yellow or greenish. It was hard to tell in the light teddy bear. And it was like tapping it against the window. I was still far too afraid of everything in my life to approach that thing and take that thing. I was like, if I invite him to this house, it's going to fucking kill us all. It's trying to lure me to let it in. So I just stayed where I was. I put my covers over my head. I said my prayers and I tried to go to bed again. The next morning I went to go to school. And on our front porch, just kind of sitting up against like a planter that my mom had, was a tiny little yellow teddy bear. I'm getting chills like recounting it. And I hadn't talked to my parents about this because again, I was kind of like thinking I was in this like half asleep state. It was like a dream thing. Also like I felt like talking about demons would like invite them to us somehow. So I didn't want to talk about it. Broke down. Immediately turned to my mom and she was like, what's wrong? Because obviously like I was like freaking out. And I like tried my best. I was like a 12-year-old. I mean, again, I'm like cognizant, but like tried my best to explain what was happening. She wasn't too worried. I think she also chalked it up to dreaming, but I tried to convince her that this was the fucking bear that it was holding. And she just said that because we had a cat that would like bring us stuff sometimes. And she just said it was that. Like, it's a coincidence. You had a dream. Don't worry about it. Never saw the shadow child again, but I still have the bear somewhere. I should fucking find it. What if I set it outside my house and then it's gone? No, that just means that someone took it. And again, sometimes I'm like, did the cat just bring it? And like, I dreamt these things and you kind of gaslight yourself, but I truly remember this thing, this like person. I don't know. Yeah, who fucking knows? Should I have opened the window? Should I have let it in? I don't know.
I have a couple questions. Number one, if you were saying it was like towards the peak of the roof, the garage roof, I'm assuming it was like a high garage and you were on the second floor and someone couldn't just be like standing on the ground looking into your window. Number two, did it ever come back? It doesn't sound like it ever came back. Maybe because you didn't engage with it and you hid from it. Maybe it was like, fuck this, I'll try someone else. But you did take the fucking bear.